Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Washington Huskies and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Allen, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
Oh, you got to block it.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talk.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
I thought I got it back.
Got some room to run.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's a give to Washington. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Man, a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Williams. Got it. They'll mark him down at the 2.
Yeah,
the excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Williams looking for a man. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Lined up in the gun, Williams. Dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get in inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Going to run it. It's Davison. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Moore will throw. Grab near the sticks. It's hooked. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Dante Moore. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Hill. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
It'll be 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. other, a lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Williams.
Pick the fucking ball off.
Missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. His drive will open from the 15. He wants to change this route. Moore unloads to the wideout.
That's on me. What are we doing?
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum, and they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They'll move the tight end. They go right back to him. There's some room. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to go deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Williams to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Trying to make that pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Got a man. It's Moore. Fights off a defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. Maybe a crease. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Moore to throw. He makes the grab. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the...
Snags it, and he's open. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run inside. It's Hill. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. 4th down, more. Touchdown, Oregon! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's a give to Washington. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He lets it fly. Got it down the field. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Makes a catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, this is an offensive coordinator that has a lot of confidence in his guys, and you can see that from the play call. They were backed up all the way down near their goal line at the start of this drive, but they've stayed aggressive the entire time, putting the trust and confidence in his quarterback, in his players, to get it done. They've moved this thing all the way down the field, and now they've completely flipped it. They're now at the goal line of the opponent. You gotta love what you've seen from this offense.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Looking for the score. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Gets the back moving. Quarterback making checks. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Throwing more. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's fair.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Moore will throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. Snags it up at 30 and still running. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Moore wants to throw again. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Coming out with it, it's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Washington. There he goes. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan and their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Wolverines with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. The victory caps the season there for them at 11-1, one of the best regular seasons in program history. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, Williams. Looking for a deep man. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And that's another mistake for this young man. It's one thing to have 1 or 2 and miss a throw here or there, but he continues to put the ball in harm's way, continues to give it to the other team, and set his defense up in a bad position. That's 6 picks in 2 games.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore with the play fake. Let's it fly.
Oh,
and
what?
It is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Williams. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Williams will pass. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Huskies have it with a 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Wide receiver comes in motion. The snap sets up the throw. Stepping to the right. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in
Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off.
I'm going to the house.
He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. using his legs. It's Davison.
Yeah,
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, that's good plays back-to-back, getting him on the ground. And I tell you what, just good job wrapping him up, not letting him get yards after contact and make your defense really have to work harder. Great job getting downhill, making tackles, and now you're set up.
Oh, good play.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Trying to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. First play of the drive, it's the end around. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
He rifles one deep to the left. And he throws another interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Oh.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Final minute now of the third quarter. Williams on the play fake. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Sends it back in motion. Run the gun on third down. Dante Moore fires to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it. It's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense in their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dante Moore makes the catch. It's Hooks. Rams him with the stiff arm. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it.
It's a big stride inside the 10.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Motion from the wideout. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Moore bears the pressure, using the back as a receiver on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance. There's a crease. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Nice first down execution.
Wide receiver going in motion. Williams. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Quarterback may change this route. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Makes the catch. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Moore to the air. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Moore to the air again. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing Moore. He's going to take off. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the 1st down. He's had a day where he's...
Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Because that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's a give to Washington. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Williams to throw for it on fourth. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for them.
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.